Welcome to the Convenient Solution. In this channel we provide IGNOU assignment solution which are also helpful in your exam preparation. If my videos are helpful to you, please like and subscribe to my channel. Question: Trace Rousseau's life and times. Answer: Rousseau's life and times. Trust your heart rather than your head. The romanticism of Rousseau in the age of reasoning gained him immense popularity that invited the envy of notable stalwarts in philosophy, namely Diderot, Hume and Voltaire. Rousseau was born on 28 June 1712 in Geneva, that was a city-state at that time, and had embraced Protestant culture. Protestantism arose in protest against Catholicism, and it refuted papal supremacy and sacraments. Originated in 16th century Reformation, Protestants asked for reforms in the practices of the Church that was very powerful in Western Europe and was plagued by internal struggles for power and corruption. Protestants believed that God can be attained by good and noble works rather than relying on proficiency of sacred knowledge or being born in a particular race and class. Rousseau's father was amongst the 1,500 eligible male citizens out of a population of 25,000 who was constituted in the General Council and had the right to vote. Rousseau was born to a mother who hailed from an upper-class family, and his father was a watchmaker. Rousseau's mother died in just 9 days after giving him birth, and his father abandoned him when Rousseau was 10. Rousseau was taken care of by his mother's brother and attended a reputed school along with his cousin. Having to fend off his expenses, Rousseau took up an apprenticeship with an engraver at the age of 13 after completing his schooling, whereas his cousin was sent off to an army training. His adverse social circumstances shaped his philosophical thoughts to an extent that he said, "Man is born free, but everywhere he is in chains." At 16, Rousseau abandoned the work, got converted to Catholicism and became a vagabond, moving from one European country to another. Rousseau is a product of his times. He existed at the time when absolute feudal order reigned large. Hierarchy was the order of the day, and political privileges and power and social prestige were confined to the nobility and aristocracy. Access to a decent standard of living and survival became difficult for the commoners. The expenses for the profligacy of the ruling classes were borne by the masses, in whom discontentment and disenchantment were brewing. A new class of French bourgeoisie emerged that joined hands with the peasantry and desired a change in the social, political and economic order. Class conflicts and desire for change strengthened the calls for a revolution, finally leading to the French Revolution in 1789, 11 years after Rousseau's death. Rousseau's ideas on equality, freedom and democracy provided the much-needed leadership to the ideas and lent a strong foundation to the thoughts of the revolution. That is why Rousseau is also regarded as the spiritual father of the French Revolution. It is also important to note that though he was an Enlightenment thinker giving modern ideas of equality and democracy, he did not come close to modernity. For him, modernity has resulted in immorality and corruption and devoid the individual of feelings. Reason has replaced the sentiments of an individual, making him cold and pleasure-seeking. For this reason, Rousseau was also called as a romantic. Thanks for watching.